guys, Ruby here. Today we are talking about the 3 ways to make long distance work. Now, how you got to be long distance doesn't matter. It could have been you guys met in the same city, realized that maybe she was there for a trip, so she goes back to her state, or you could have started long distance because you don't mind dating someone that is in a different place than you. Or I've seen it happen where you actually start dating, you get this really great connection, and you or her has to do like a 3-month work trip. Either way, there's distance between you, and you really like this connection and this chemistry you have with her. So you want to make sure you keep that spark alive. You want to make sure you're doing your best to set this up for success. So what are the 3 things to really focus on and to look at to make it work for you guys? Before I get into that, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more weekly dating advice from me. Okay, so let's get started in making long distance work. So number 1, plan ahead. I'm actually quite surprised by the amount of times I hear people kind of forget to do that. And when I say plan ahead, I don't mean vaguely saying, oh yeah, we'll see each other sometime, or oh, we'll make sure, we'll see how it goes. No, with long distance, you need an end goal. An end goal. So who's moving to who? Which city would you both move to? If you're gonna do a trial of living in the same city, which city are you going to do? And also, not just choosing the city, but make sure you choose the timeline. When do you think either one of you can move to the other? Right? Very important. This also includes, by the way, even just seeing each other. You don't want to be long distance for a whole year and never see each other in person. So I'm talking about planning ahead in regards to your end goal. Number 1, that's very important, because if you don't know where you're going, you're not going to go anywhere, and it's going to only get more frustrating. And number 2, plan to see each other. Plan it. Do not just say, oh, I'll see you when I next see you. This is not like normal in-person dating when you're living in the same city. No, you want to think, okay, let's talk about next month. What weekends are you free? Plan it out, schedule it out, buy flights, make that happen. That's the only way chemistry and that connection can continue to grow, because there's only really so much text messaging, video calling, and all that can do. So plan ahead and come to an understanding of what the purpose is, what's the goal here, where are we going to end up, and then also plan for your dates when you see each other in person. Like I said, make sure, and don't leave if she says, oh, I'm not sure, I don't know the dates right now. When you guys catch up the week after, ask her again and say, hey, what weekends do you think you're free in next month or the month after, so we can plan it. Very important, because it's easy to kind of lose that if you just mention it once or twice. Okay, so number 1, plan ahead, understand the goal. Number 2, do video dates, but not just video dates, get creative with video dates. All right, no, it's not just you guys ending your night with just being in bed and with the camera and you're just talking, because like I said, that can only go so far, and you want to keep the spark alive somehow. So plan some creative dates. You can go to my other video when I talked about virtual dating when this was happening during the pandemic, because during the pandemic we couldn't really see each other in person. So it's very similar to that. So go to that and you can have some video date ideas. Get creative. You can maybe send her food, so it's a dinner date and you'll eat in front of each other, maybe watch a movie together, screen sharing a film, or you can do something crafty. You can watch a YouTube video together and paint, do a wine and paint night. Get creative. If you're not there in person, we got to do something different with these dates. That's what keeps it really interesting, and honestly, I think it'd be great because she thinks that you're so creative and you're obviously very attentive and you really want this to work. All right, so make sure you not only plan those video dates, planning's a big part of it, but get creative with it, have fun with it, and change things up. All right? And last but not least, number 3 on how to make long distance work, you need to have clear agreements. When I say agreements, that's how is this all when we're not seeing each other? What's the communication here? Some people aren't exactly on the same page in regards to texting. right? How often should we be texting? Do you want me to consistently tell you what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis? How many times do you want a video call? Do you want to plan the video calls, or do you want to be spontaneous about it? Don't leave me on red for 2-3 days. That's very concerning to me. What do you need? So this does go back to you, because it takes two people to come to an agreement. It's not just about asking her, what does she need to feel like she's being cared for and she still has this connection with you? But ask yourself, what do you need? How much of a response time do you need from her? How much do you want for her to text you? Maybe not at all. Maybe you're not a texter. You'd rather her call you. And when you guys are on the phone with each other, do you want her fully present, or do you don't mind that you're hearing her do the dishes in the background and she's cleaning up or something? Because some people really want to make sure that if I'm calling you, you're very present. It's very important to come to those agreements. I've seen many long distance relationships completely fall apart because they never had that conversation. And instead, he gets frustrated because he can tell she's very busy and frazzled on the phone call, not focused on him, or she gets irritated because he didn't respond really that much at all during the day, and she feels like she's not part of his life. That's always the biggest thing here. When you're in a long distance relationship, you just want to remember or feel like, you're a part of that person's life. And that's for you two to discuss and come to an agreement, because everyone's really different on that kind of communication style and what they need. All right? That's it. Those are the 3 ways to make long distance work. So just go through those, make a plan for yourself, have that goal, what's the end goal, and then you should be solid. At the end of the day, it's about making sure that you both know that you're really working at this because you both really want it. All right? Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you at the next one.